How's it going, everybody? My name is Kevin. I'm currently 24 years old right now. I'm born and raised in the Philippines. Came here when I was 14 years old, so I've been here for a decade already. And my parents sent me down here from the Philippines so I can have a better life than what they have, and I can have a better future. And right now, I currently own this company called Electric State of Mind. It's an event production company. We host electronic dance music parties. We pretty much host raves, and we throw massive raves as well.
All right. So, Kevin, when you first moved here, what do you remember that was different in the United States?
When I first moved down here, I started comparing apples, and I saw that Philippines is a lot more. I feel more free in the Philippines. Feel like I can do whatever I want there, and I have everything I have there. But over here, it's like I have to work. When I came here, I have to go to school full time. I have to go to work. I have to, pretty much have to hustle for me to live because my parents were in the Philippines when I was here, and pretty much at the age of 14 to 15, I started looking for ways to make money, and it was a lot difficult compared to the Philippines because in the Philippines everything was provided for me already.
So, like, your family was upper middle class. Like, what did they do in the Philippines?
My father, he supervised this company called Unilab. He's one of the managers there, and he was also kagawad, kind of like a counselor for one city in the Philippines at one point. Yeah, and my mother, she was a dentist.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you guys had like a babysitter for like a yaya.
Like a yaya, yeah, we had those. It was life was good in the Philippines, but of course, when you were young, people provide for you. But over here, like I said, it's a lot different now.
So when you were young, did you have like plans on like what you were gonna be in the Philippines?
Yeah, like I wanted to do business already at a very young age, cause I don't know why, I just wanted to.
I mean, I feel like that's like the way to actually make money and
Yeah,
work
that's how I
less.
look at it. Yeah, I didn't want to be a nurse. I didn't want to be a doctor. Nothing on the medical field. Engineer, nope.
So you already had your future and your goal basically, right?
Not like solid yet, but I know what I wanted already.
Oh, okay.
From the get go, in the Philippines. Yeah.
All right. So when your family decided to leave, did you have a say to it? Like, did you have a choice to leave, or did you just kind of have to like go along with them?
Well, pretty much. We came here. We came here 10 years ago. I came here 10 years ago. My goal was only to visit here for a month, and everybody indirectly or directly was like, they wanted me to stay here. And I remember my parents told me, you have to stay here, so you can have a better life than what we have.
So
And from there, I mean, at a very young age, you really don't have any choice.
it's true.
Because anything they tell you, you think it's right.
So you can say that their motivation was to like provide for a better future for their kids, basically. Your
Yes. Yeah, and I'm the first. Yeah, I'm the first one out of three of us. I have two older sisters. I'm the first one who stayed here and started getting educated and working.
parents. So you kind of knew what was gonna happen to you when you first moved here. Like, you gotta get.
No, I didn't know. I was already packed. Actually, I was ready to move. I called all my friends already, ready to see them, save a lot of money, so take them out. But yeah, it was life. Changing.
Life changing. And like setting in the United States, was it like, what was the first thing that you remember about coming here?
Coming here, for the very first thing I remember,
Yeah.
I like the air.
Yeah.
Yeah, I felt the breeze out of the San Francisco airport. Yeah, and I was like, yeah, it feels like United States.
Did you notice that your burger was like a little wider compared to the Philippines, right?
Yeah, it's a lot. It's just everything here is big. Like the next day, I went to McDonald's. Like everything was just supersized. Like I was surprised.
So you already had family over here to like kind of
I
help
have a
you.
few relatives in here. Yes.
So did you say that your relatives kind of help you change your mind into like moving, or motivated your parents into moving?
Pretty much. That's probably what happened. They discussed it multiple times, and they decided that overall they think my life will be better over here.
Oh. So do you think that your life is much better now compared if you was to live in the Philippines?
That I don't know. I would say yes because there's something called American Dream. People come to United States, all the Asian people, any type of people. That's why America is so diverse right now because a
So
lot of parents they believe on the American Dream.
it's become a melting pot, of like
Yes.
all the races.
Yeah, so I would say my life is better right now.
And tell me how your life is better right now. I mean,
Well, first I went through a lot of struggles when I was when I was young. I was troublemaker, but in the end of the day, I always want to work. I always want to find ways to seek opportunities for me to become better. And right now, I'm very fortunate that I'm working for myself now. And of course, I'm not gonna stop from there. I'm just starting. I'm still young.
oh yeah, so you
Yeah.
still have a lot ahead of you.
Yeah.
And how was going to school like at first, like high school? Did you have any trouble going to school?
Oh yeah, there's a language barrier when I came down here. Because I was speaking like fluent Tagalog in the Philippines, I seriously spoke like 1% English. And when I came down here, everybody was, of course, making fun of me that FOB.
Okay.
Yeah.
I had the same experience too when I was going to middle
Yeah.
school.
So language barrier was probably one of the toughest thing I dealt with, and of course the change of it's very diverse. Like people have different culture, people have different way. They grew differently, so you have to adapt to them
And
to the change. Yeah.
assimilate, yeah, basically. And who were your first friends? Were they Filipino also? Did they
No,
go?
there were. First, I met a bunch of Portuguese people, Spanish people. They started teaching me Spanish and Portuguese, and after that, I ended up, being really close with Filipino people.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
who are
impressive.
also from the Philippines as well.
Okay. And how did you go about finding a job like when you were in high school? And
Connections,
It's through
because
connections.
it's all about who you know, not about what you know. I learned that like a couple of years ago, but basically, I pretty much talked to a lot of friends, relatives, see if they can find me a job.
And then well, now that you have a stable job, now that you work for yourself, how is it like providing for your family?
It's decent. I would say it feels good at some point.
Do you feel
And,
like do you have to get it back into school in order for you to like make more money, or do you think you can just stick to your forte?
It really depends because if you want to be a doctor, you obviously have to go to school for
Yeah.
it because the education. But in my field right now, it's more so if I want to make more or make more money in the future, I can use school as a tool to learn, not more so to make money. Just self education and maybe because I don't know what I don't know. And when you talk, there might be some professors over there that knows business,
Okay.
and they might have connections as well, whatever it may be. So I would say I'll go to school just to learn.
So
Yeah, not to get a degree.
yeah, so stick to whatever you're good at, like maybe which is running your business.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. And what was the most difficult adjustment for you though, living here?
Living here, um,
Like, did you have a hard time like facing the different values and culture from compared to the Philippines and the United States?
yes, it's just a lot different. Like first your sense of humor, it's a lot different from the others. You just have to adapt to them, and also like language barrier, and probably the toughest thing was providing an opportunity. Like not providing an opportunity, like looking for opportunity to be up there in the ladder, because when your parents tell you stay here so you can have a better life, they expect a lot of you from you, and that's a lot of weight on your shoulders, on
You
my
feel
shoulders.
like they sacrifice a lot just
Yeah,
to get here?
exactly. Yeah,
Yeah.
just for me to go here. So right now I can't mess up. I can't. There's no such thing as a failure to me anymore. So that's one of my struggles. Like I have to look all the time. I have to just like find something out there, and I did. I did. There was one point I was going to school, working 2 jobs. That was high school.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I barely have any time to party.
Um, Well, now that you have a lot of time to party, do you still keep in contact with like, your friends in the Philippines? Since you have more time.
Very few of them. There's very few of them I keep in contact with. Yeah, they all have their own thing now, and they're probably some of them. They didn't forget about me, but of course you just lose connection to them.
Yeah, I have the same. I have like a few friends that my best friend in the Philippines I still keep in contact with, but yeah, he actually has his own band, which is kind of crazy.
Oh, nice.
I thought he was gonna be like something different. But do you ever experience like homesickness?
At a very young age, yes, I dreamed about Philippines all the time. The fact that you can't go back there yet. Like, yeah, when I was 14, I dreamed about it a lot. I got homesick. I remember every party.
How long did that last?
Every family, like 2 years.
2 years.
Every
ago.
family party they have, like I always mentally get emotional.
So, what brought you back to like living here? Like, what's something nostalgic to you?
I guess you just get used to it.
I mean, like, nostalgic mean like what kind of brings you back to the memories in the Philippines?
The fun. I like seeing my family.
So whenever there's a family gathering, it feels like it's the Philippines.
Exactly. Yeah, even with friends, because I had so many friends in there, and a lot, and it's just I miss them. I miss having fun with them, hanging out with them. Yeah.
Do you plan on returning in the Philippines to live there, or
not to live there? I would say go there just to find opportunities, see what I can do to help others. At the same time, visit my family as well. But yeah, I can't.
So you plan on like extending your connection to the Philippines, basically. Like you want electric state of mind to be in the Philippines also, right? Because I know the underground club, like the club scene there, it's actually popping off. So do you notice any differences of like personality between Filipinos here and Filipinos in the Philippines?
I think they're I don't know. I don't see a difference. They're about the same to me, honestly. Yeah, like real Filipinos, like Filipino people who moved because Filipinos when they moved down here from the Philippines, but they're born and raised there. When they come over here, they tend to hang out with people who are born and raised in the Philippines as well. So their culture is still pretty much the same.
Okay.
Yeah, does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Because you kind of feel like the people around you, like the Filipinos that are around you, you feel more comfortable with them because they just came from there and basically just kind of have like the same background going.
Yeah.
And you kind of stick to your people. So
exactly, yeah. So I don't see that much difference, honestly.
Plus, like Filipinos, like I feel like they work as a collective, meaning like they're really good with groups, like especially of their own,
Okay.
And let's see. Well, looking back in your experience, would you have done anything differently?
Differently? I wish I took more life seriously at a young age.
That's what I say to you all the time.
I'll be in a different place right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, but besides that, I wouldn't be where I'm at if it wasn't from all the struggles, experience, and all that stuff that you've done in the past. So no regrets.
No regrets. That's good.
Yeah.
And do you feel like you're living the American dream?
Well, I don't know how to define that because American dream is you go to college so you can get a good degree, go to start working from the age of 25 and retire at the age of 65.
Yeah.
I don't know exactly because right now I'm just like I said I'm working for myself. I guess I'm working.
I think you're living your own dream basically. You think so?
Yeah, that's the goal. Yeah, yeah, that's what I want to do. Yeah.
And let's say, do you have any positives and negatives about living in the Philippines though, or the United States?
No, I don't. I can't really positive and negative. Like, you want me to compare it?
No, you just like. What do you think that something immigrants or you feel about living in the United States? Like, what do you think? Like, basically the biggest challenge.
Ooh. Well, biggest challenge was the language barrier, and you have to work in the United States in order to live here. What I like about United States is there's a lot of opportunities in the United States. I don't care what people say. When people are not doing well in the United States, it's not because of the country itself. It's more so. It's more so you. Yeah, because me myself, like with all the struggles I went through, I was still born and raised in the Philippines, and in order for me to get where I'm at, I'm not saying I'm up there, but pretty much it's all me.
But you work your way up.
Basically. I work my way up there. Yeah.
And plus, like I know it's hard to sympathize with other people when they say like, oh, it's hard to find a job, but
it's not.
It's really not. It's really up to you if you're like determined. If you put as much effort into it.
Exactly. Yeah. When it comes to jobs, people have a hard time looking for a job, but it's not more so the job. It's more so you. You have to provide value to their job in order for them to hire you. And if you have a good value, then they're gonna hire you right away.
All right. And I think that wraps it up.
Okay.
Thanks so much, Cap. And we're all set.
Thank you.
Cut.